Good morning, y'all. I just look a mess. Chill. But yeah, so I already got up this morning. I prayed. I read. I have notes and stuff for it. And I did not get on here saying what I had took notes from last night just because I was so tired, y'all. And I was just so tired. So I'm gonna just go over both my notes today. But what I'm about to do is get in the shower and all that. Do my face routine. And I'm gonna show you that too. But I actually have to make my face because I had make my own face cleanser and I ran out, so I have to make some more. And then I'm probably gonna do my makeup today because I had got some Cameline lotion, so I want to try it out, so I'm gonna do that. You feel me? And then I'm gonna come back here once I'm ready to give notes on what I read. And yeah, so stay tuned. I also found these new artists from TikTok, these Christian artists, so I want to put y'all on real quick. So yeah, stay tuned. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next clip, okay? Because I look at me. Hey y'all, so I'm done with my makeup. Yeah, and I used the chamomile lotion. This, ain't that what it's called? Oh, it's not even chamomile. It's calamine, I believe it's pronounced, lotion. Yeah, and this is made for oily skin. It's supposed to dry out stuff. Because I know like back yonder people used to use my setup a little different just because I was being lazy. I didn't feel like moving everything all out the way to do my setup. But people usually use milk of magnesia, but that's not meant for the face, so I didn't want to use something that's not meant for the face. You dig? Get it? So now I'm just gonna go over. Oh, let me just sit down. Sit down. Don't mind my bed, guys. There's a lot of stuff up here. But yeah, so we're just gonna get into reading. Yeah, so last night I read Daniel and today I read Deuteronomy. Pardon me if I read a pardon me. My fault if I pronounce some of these things wrong. But yeah, so last night did I put down? I didn't even put down my fault. I was tasting the lip gloss. I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, so last night I read Daniel. Like I told you earlier, I was just too tired, and I was just too tired. I only got a note from Daniel because I just felt like that's literally just what God wanted to tell me. And I can't remember the chapters because I didn't write it down. I usually write it down. And then for Deuteronomy today, I read chapters 1 through 4. That's what I opened up to. So last night, the notes I got, I highlighted it pink, and it was Daniel chapter 2, verse 44 through 45. And remember this, I have the New Living Translation book because I ordered the wrong one. So this is just that translation. I'll probably put up the NIV version on the screen. I don't know, we're gonna see. But what it says is, during the reigns of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed or conquered. It will crush all the kingdoms into nothingness, and it will stand forever. That is the meaning of the rock cut from the mountain, though not by human hands. ... And I put under that note, because usually sometimes when I write my scripture, I'll write a little like quick summary underneath. That's why sometimes I don't do a summary and conclusion at the end, just depending on what I'm feeling when I'm doing my notes that day. But I felt like this was referencing to Jesus and about his coming, just because of the fact that it was saying that God was going to, while those kings were reigning at that point in time, God was just getting ready to put things in place for when Jesus comes. Because as you know, Jesus' kingdom is a kingdom that just is never going to be destroyed, and it's always going to conquer, like which it says. And then it says that is the meaning of the rock come from the mountain, because I believe one of the kings during that time had like a vision or something, or a dream, and then Daniel was coming in to interpret the dream. So y'all know, like Jesus was the rock. Like, he's the rock. And then it says, that's what it means. That's the meaning of the rock cut from the mountain, though not by human hands. That's what I just got, you know. That's just what popped into my head, because a couple days ago I was trying to I think I had asked God, was looking what was the question? I forgot what the exact question was, but it was something like basically the prophecies of like Jesus and his coming before, you know, like the New Testament and the Old Testament. So that's what I felt like, you know, that was just one that had got answered. And then what I read today in Deuteronomy was chapters 1 through 4. One of the notes I have is Deuteronomy chapter 1, 27 through 28, chapter 1, verse 30. I want to say it. Oh, yeah. Because then I had just wrote the rest of my notes for my conclusions as summary. I didn't highlight right here. That's what I need to do. I forgot. But these were both green, I believe. But basically what was going on, this was when Moses was just going back over of how I think they're pronounced the Israelites, when, you know, God led the Israelites out of Egypt, he was taking them to the land of the Amorites, I believe that's pronounced. Like I said, don't count for me, okay? And basically something that stood out to me from 1:27 through 28, it was saying, to hand us over to the Amorites to be slaughtered, where can we go? And then 1:30 said, the Lord your God is going ahead of you. He will fight for you just as you saw him do in Egypt. So I wrote down, I said the Israelites, you know, they were so afraid that they painted a picture of what they thought would happen to them. God led them all the way from Egypt. Why won't he continue to lead them through the land that he was giving you? They were afraid of how the powerful giants seemed. Their unbelief that God would protect them, and unbelief, you know, stood out to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. But their unbelief that God would protect them like he been doing died down because of the fear they had, which caused them to sin by disobeying God. I said this can relate to everyone, because most people do this. We react instead of acting. The Israelites should have prayed first and asked God to help them with their unbelief of being able to defeat the giants before just letting the fear control them. God would have helped them have enough courage to occupy the land. They didn't know if the giants were going to attack them or not. They just assumed that. So the reason why I said unbelief, you know, resonates is because before what was that, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I read Mark, and then 9:24 is when the man, I believe something was going on with the man, I forgot. I think the man's son, I think he had some type of disease or was possessed or something. I forgot what was going on with the man's son, but he asked Jesus to heal his son if he could. And Jesus replied, can I? Like, what you mean, can I? I'm Jesus. What do you mean, can I heal him? And then the guys, and that's why I believe Jesus asked him, do you believe? And then the guy replied in 9:24, I do believe, but help me overcome my unbelief. So I remember when I first read this, that stuck out to me, because I feel like a lot of times as people, especially when you're new, and not all the time where you're new into Christ or a baby in Christ or a new believer, but just people in general, when you are a believer, sometimes that might be something that blocks, you know, your faith or your belief, or, you know, it'd be so many false truths, or they not even truths, but false narratives out here that might seem like the truth, and you just be all crowded by all these different things, and you might feel it might just be something that's, you know, blocking you. So I just feel like with that, I was saying, like, I wrote down notes when I was talking to my Instagram story, like, if there is somebody struggling out there with that, because I did before too, just pray to God and ask him to help you with your unbelief, and also point out what it is that could be, you know, that is the unbelief that could be the block or whatever the case, so that once he pointed out to you, then you can ask him to help you with it. Because clearly, if you're praying to God to help you point out, you believe, it's something there that may be causing, it could be anything, it could be causing some type of blockage, a distraction, whatever it is. You could just, you know, pray to him and ask. So I felt like with the Israelites, they kind of had this blockage right here, because clearly they believe, because they had this pillar of cloud guiding them. They clearly said God, they felt like God was leading them to be slaughtered. And even after they disobeyed and did not go into the land, they still prayed. So they believed, but they just had a point of unbelief of not being able to be strong enough to defeat the giants. I forgot. I don't know if it was I don't know what giants it was, but whatever giants was there, because I didn't write that part down. But they had an unbelief in feeling as though they could conquer the giants. When we got to remember, sometimes we forget about God guides us through everything, that we go through in life. He guides us through different situations. So we got to remember, he guided us there. So he's going to guide us through this. He's not going to lead us to something that we cannot get through, or just guide us somewhere and then be like, you're on your own, bud. No, he's not going to do that. And we just got to remember the things that he got us through before, so that anytime when we come back to that and we get to that space, or we feel like it's something that he's leading us to do, but we feel too fearful to do it or go through with it. And we just got to remember, like, listen, if you have a spirit of fear and it just comes over you when it's something, whether it's a business idea, whatever the case may be, and you feel like you come to that place where, of course, you believe, but you have a little bit of unbelief in whatever the situation is, I would just, suggest just take a breather for 1, and 2, just pray to ask God to help you with the unbelief of whatever the situation is, so that he can give you the courage and the comfort, and that you will have confidence in yourself to be able to do it, and confidence and faith that he's going to guide you through whatever it is that you need to get through. So that's what I took from this chapters 1 through 4 and the notes that I got. Some days I get a whole bunch of notes, some days I get a little bit of notes, but I feel like that was just what I got. And I also I feel like we all go through that in life, where it might be something we're scared to do. It might be a thought or a business idea, or just a life choice, and we might be too scared to do it, or it might be something that God told us to do and we might be too scared to do it. So if that spirit, because the enemy, man, he gonna try to make you feel like you can't do nothing, you weak, that God don't love you, this, that, and the third. But we gotta remember, like, that's cap. That's all cap, okay? That's cap. It's cap. So we just gotta remember to just take a breather, pray, and ask God for whatever it is that you need, whether it's to help with unbelief, whether it's to help with peace, comfort, joy, whatever it is, you can ask him. He's going to show you the way, and he's going to guide you. So it's like, a lot of times I feel like we go to God for a lot, but then we don't go to God for a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, don't be feeling, terrible about yourself or whatever's going on. If you feel like, things of the world and just social media, just people might be wavering your faith, don't let that waver in your faith, because also you got to remember the situations that you experienced God with and that he brought you through. So you just have to keep remembering those situations was like, all right, God brought me through this, so he's real, this, that, and the third. Whatever you need to help you, just remember on your experience, because somebody cannot tell you an experience that you had with God, that you had with Jesus, because you had that experience. So they can't tell you ain't had that experience. You feel what I'm saying? So just always remember that, guys. And yeah, so today I'm about to, what time is it? I don't know what time it is. It's probably like 2 something, maybe. I'm not sure. It's either like 1 something or 2 something, maybe almost 3. I'm about to go downstairs, figure out what I'm going to eat, and then yeah, I will probably come back to y'all later when I make the brownies, or when I go out to get the stuff to make the brownies, and then probably later, so y'all could, when I wash this off, and then also when I read tonight, and then give y'all some insight on tonight. But yeah, so I'm gonna see y'all in the next clip. Trying to find something to eat. It's like, I thought I had Greek, I got no Greeks. So I'm making, what is this? It's the hot cereal stuff. Cream of wheat. because I want stir. I want some grease. I want some oil. So this one I'm getting. This one I'm eating. I don't know if I really want these. I don't know if I really want these. But it's gonna do what it gotta do, cause it gotta do what it gotta do, what I gotta eat. Hey y'all. I'm currently watching a circle right now. I totally forgot to vlog me making the brownies, and that was like the whole point. And I forgot, but it's okay. I already ate a piece. It was good. I had it with some ice cream because I love like hot stuff and then cold stuff. But yeah, so soon I'm gonna be going upstairs, you know, to wash the makeup off my face. I feel like the calamine lotion did pretty good. Doesn't look, you know, so oily, so we might got onto something new. But yeah, so I'm gonna see y'all when I go upstairs to wash this off my face and get ready for the read, and then make sure to actually give you guys, you know, some information on what I read. So see y'all in the next clip. All right, so I'm finna just go take y'all with me while I take this off my face, but I think I'm gonna do it in, what is that thing called? It's like a time lapse, just so it's not like done long, because the video already done long. Why does it look two different colors? Y'all see that? I don't know why. Usually my color match be on a spade, but it's looking not matchy. I like it, but y'all. Okay, face wash. You know, mascara is always just stubborn. It's just annoying, like, but yeah. So it wasn't the best lighting in the bathroom, but it's okay. I'm about to scroll on socials for a little bit, then I'm gonna get into the prayer, into the reading, and then I'll let y'all know what was learned. See y'all in the next clip. I finished reading and I got some notes. A portion of my notes I think I'm gonna just save for another video, because I feel like the other part of my notes kind of goes with everything and just what has been happening these past couple days. And this is in Mark 1:38, and it says, we must go on to other towns as well, and I will preach to them too. That is why I came. And I put keywords as I will preach, and that is why I came. And that resonates with me personally, and really with, you know, can resonate with everybody, because Jesus came to spread the good news, also coming to save us. But you know, he came to spread the good news, and that is our job. Because the incident, I'm not going to get too much into detail in this video because it's already long. Maybe for another video, who knows. But I just had to come to realize that I cannot save everybody, and I think that's what gets to me a lot, because I genuinely care about everyone. I would want to see everyone in heaven, especially, you know, the people that I know, family, people that I know to love. And it's like, I can't save everyone, and I think it gets to me, and I don't want to be too pushy on the topic to where it's like they never want to have a conversation, because it's just like, because you know how people, they be like, oh my God, all you do is talk about God. And it's just like, bro, why wouldn't you want to talk about him? But then sometimes I know if somebody else gets hyper and they like giving off an energy, I'd be like giving back that same energy, and then get hyper, then I get defensive, and then we both defensive, and then it turns into an argument instead of a conversation. So I just had to remember to, one, move in love and be gentle when I am, you know, telling people about Jesus and just telling people about the God, because of the fact that if I don't say it with genuineness and I give off the energy that they are giving off of, and if it's aggressive, they will not receive what I'm trying to tell them. So it was just like, you just did all that for what? So And it says that too. You got to be gentle so that they can receive. And once that seed is planted, God is going to do the rest of the work. So I just have to remember, I can't save everybody. My job is not to save. I can't save nobody, actually. I can't save not a person. That's not my job. That's not our place. Our place is to educate, to teach, to help, give insight on the situation. But save, we can't do so anyway. So it's just like, you just gotta remember, at the end of the day, you getting the information out, and you could just pray and hope for the best, and that's literally all you can do. And sometimes it sucks. It really does suck, because we have people that we truly and genuinely love and care about, and we know what odds are, and it's just like, you can't do nothing but tell them. So you just gotta pray and trust. That's where that trust comes in. You just gotta pray and trust. God gonna do the rest, and pray and trust and have faith and hope that they turn to God. And that's it. If they don't, can't do nothing about that. And I think just being me and how I am and how my heart's set up, it's just sad to think about. But I mean, what can you do? You tried. So I feel like that's what becomes important. Just knowing that you tried, you did it out of love, you did it out of genuineness. But then I also feel like it may be better too, and people might be more lenient just when they hear how you speak, when they hear the wisdom that God gives you, when they see the way that you live, and seeing that living in sin is not as fun as people think, and you can have fun without sinning and doing the things that people think is fun, and just being a more positive and loving person. I feel like that will just rub off on somebody in general, and that will make them want to know, like, what happened. Especially if someone knew how you were before and they see like a positive impact, I feel like they will want to know, like, okay, if God did this for her, or did this for him, and they used to be like this, and now they're just totally different, they're more vibrant, and this, that, and the third. I feel like that can help a lot, and can help with watering the seed that you may have planted as well. So I just feel like sometimes even actions can help plant a seed for people, because that can spark a conversation. So yes, like I said, I definitely want to try to get into, like, a word of the day, or a word of the week, or prayer week, or prayer day, whatever the case. I don't know how it's gonna go about, but thank y'all for watching this video. This is definitely something new. I look crazy right now, but that's okay, because I'm about to go to sleep. About to put my scarf and bonnet on. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned. I definitely, probably have a mukbang coming up. We're just gonna see, what happens. And yeah, see y'all in the next video.